Welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Branding Banter, your promotional products podcast, where you can get all the nerdy news you need to know about. My name is Jeff Franklin, National Accounts Manager with Headwear USA.
And I'm Meg Gerber, the CXO over at the Bark and Buoy.
And I am Sarah Goshgarian Unruh.
Yeah, you are.
I missed you guys last week. I'm so sorry. It was like our soft opening, and I was like, oh, I'm scrambled.
You were
So
missed for sure. You were
I'm
missed.
sorry. I miss
Yeah,
everybody.
whatever, Meg. We're not hurt at all.
It's
Okay.
okay.
Not hurt at all.
But next week I'll give you guys like a quick little tour because I think our dog washing station finally got like installed, but like I still have to do the backsplash and everything. But our doggy daycare is ready to go, and
So excited.
I'll be heat pressing tonight for 4th of July. I'm already sweating. It's fine.
Yeah, we've actually got a lot to cover in the next coming weeks. I feel like there's a lot of things that we could talk about as far as episodes go.
I know.
You know, obviously, Meg, you guys have done the soft opening. We've got to hear all about the store. Sarah, there's some things going on in your world as well.
Yeah.
We've got ASI Chicago among us. There's some things happening in my world as well. So I feel like we might just have to have like a catch up episode or something.
I love
maybe
it.
have a couple different episodes. But today,
Spill the tea.
first of all, what's that?
I said a spill the tea.
Oh God! Why is that a thing now? I know it is, and it's like everybody's saying it, and I can't.
It's been a thing. Where have you been?
It's been a thing.
How long has that been a thing?
10 years?
Years.
I've been 10 years.
Yes. Girl, give me the tea.
Where was that a thing? I literally have just started hearing it, and it's everywhere, and I hate it.
All right. Okay, how long has the tea been around?
Because of your children?
No.
Oh yeah.
From TV shows that my wife watches that she drags me along with.
So it does say it's hard to while the exact origin is difficult to pinpoint, it gained popularity in the late 20th and early 21st centuries, Jeff.
This was not around in the 90s, let's be honest.
I think it was.
It wasn't. Okay. If it was, I definitely would have known about it because I was in school then. Like it would have been a thing. Trust me.
So I feel like this will start to unravel when we talk about our topic today.
I do.
Will it? I don't know. Maybe. So what is our topic today?
Not the tea itself, but the perspective of the tea.
Ooh, reading our tea.
Oh, Lordy. All right. So we're talking personality profiles today. Specifically Myers-Briggs. Okay. I personally like DISC better than Myers-Briggs. Do you guys know what DISC is?
I've taken DISC. I like DISC as well. I've taken a few different ones. I will tell you over the years with different companies or different, even at Women's Leadership, like somebody had, there was like 2 different speakers who had talked about different. So even at leadership conferences, I've taken different kind of personality test, if you will. So this was interesting. I'm always intrigued when I go take a new one. Like, are they really all in line? Do I change as like I've aged,
Yes.
That was something that I was actually going to bring up because it's amazing to take the test maybe 10 years after, in 10-year intervals or something and see what slight changes have been made through your personality profile and your experiences. It definitely changes. I don't think you stay one forever.
You definitely don't, Jeff. And I could not agree with both of you more because when I was taking this, my perspective has obviously greatly changed in the last 6 months, right? So I had to take it as who I am today. But a lot of the questions, it's like, okay, is that what I want to be or is that who I was? And I'm like, oh, so I had a little bit of an internal struggle for a bit, but then I'm like, okay, this is today, but I would love to see what it looks like in 6 months when I've had this whole perspective now for about, 6 months. But yeah, it was tough, but man, spot on.
Yeah, I feel like there's parts of mine that are pretty spot on. So are we going to start? Do we want to guess first, Jeff, and see if we can figure out each other based upon the list? So we took the 16 personalities test, is what we did.
Before we launch into that, why don't we just discuss what the 4, well, I guess the 8 different letters are. So first of all, when you take the personality profile, if you're not familiar, you get a 4-letter code essentially. And it's either E or I would be the first one. And E is extroverted, I is introverted. Your second one is either an N or an S, which is intuition or intuitive versus sensing. We can get into what the differences are between these as well if you'd like. But the third letter would be either an F or a T, feeling or thinking. And then the last letter would be a P or a J, perceiving or judging. So
Oh.
four-letter code based on this, how many ever question survey that sort of places you into one of these 16 personality profiles. So yeah, why don't we guess? Sarah, do you want to go first?
I love it. You sure? All right. So I'm gonna guess that and then it breaks it down to 4 categories. So there's analysts, diplomats, centils, and then explorers. And so when I look at this and I think about where you are now, Meg, I was gonna guess entrepreneur.
Is that one of the no, actually.
And then Jeff, for you, logic, and I don't know. I don't know how you say it.
Logistician?
Logician. It's Logician. Logician.
Oh, wait, so where do you see okay, hold on.
Oh, so
What's
that's
it
in the
under?
analyst section. So you think I'm introverted? Okay,
Okay,
interesting.
so explore you had me under explorer, entrepreneur, and then what was Jeff again? Sorry. Under
And
what?
a logist, a logistician. Everyone's gonna make fun of me.
Logician. I don't know how to say that either.
I don't know.
So
I'm like, I'm sorry.
you're
I
in good
still
company.
feel like it's not a
Logisticsin.
logistics sense.
No,
I
because
don't
that's in the
know.
Sentinel. She thinks I'm in the analyst section.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, logician. That one's
Thank you.
easy. Logician.
Logician? Well,
It's like a
you're just a
logician, but
magician
a
with your words,
logician.
Meg. What can I
I
say?
am.
All
Okay,
right,
now
Anyway.
I guess.
Meg, why don't you go next as far as guessing Sarah and I's profiles?
Okay. I'm sweating. I'm actually sweating. I think Sarah is a Sentinel executive. No?
No.
Okay. And Jeff, you were an explorer, I thought. I have you in, I don't remember which one it was. So maybe not. I'm gonna go with the debater actually. Under
The
analyst.
debater, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
There's that arguer in there.
What's that?
Nothing.
Uh,
Nothing.
all right. So, Meg, I've got you as an ENFJ, which is ENFJ. That's the protagonist. Sarah, I've got you as an
Oh.
Which is what?
which is ENTJ is the commander.
Okay.
Hi.
So, did anybody get anybody's right?
You got mine right.
All right, I got Meg right. Sarah, how close
Fine.
was I?
You were off.
You're extroverted though, right? You are an E.
I am an E.
So we're all E's on this podcast. Even though
Okay.
you
There you
guys
go.
both, or at least Sarah, you thought I was an I, which I will be honest with you. Over the years, I think I've become a little more introverted than extroverted,
Me too.
and that's why I think that these things I've definitely changed. Like I would have said, I
I have
used to be a
two.
high E.
Yep.
Um, like I used to be an ENTJ, I think. Uh, yeah, ENTJ,
Yeah. I
and
definitely
I'm now an ESTJ.
EST.
So more sensing versus intuition, which I was
Okay.
like,
So
what the hell's the
observant is
difference between
S
sensing and
observant.
intuition?
I think S is observant.
So
Yeah.
Jeff,
So,
why don't you read us exactly what your personality type was? Read us the whole thing, because I think that'll help the
oh
audience
boy.
understand. Because right now these are just words, and I'm like, so tell me, read us yours and tell us what that means.
So the ESTJ is the executive. It is an A personality profile. So you are the epitome of a practical leadership and organizational prowess. Your world is one of structure, efficiency, and clear-cut goals, where your nature or natural talent for management and decision making shines brightly. You approach life with a strong sense of duty and responsibility, valuing tradition and established systems as the bedrock of a well-functioning society. Your direct communication skills and no nonsense approach to problem solving makes you a force to be reckoned with in both personal and professional spheres. You have little patience for ambiguity or inefficiency, preferring instead to tackle challenges head on with logical, fact based solutions. This straightforward nature, while sometimes perceived as blunt by others, is one of your greatest strengths in achieving your goals.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I feel like it was glazing me at the beginning. I don't know how
Yeah.
much of those things I am, but then it was like, all right, bam.
It
That's
hit you.
yes.
Get to the point.
Yeah.
That was good. Is
100%.
there anything else on there? What about like if you scroll down to the I don't know if I didn't see it on the computer, but did you do yours on the phone or the
Yeah.
computer?
Oh, okay. So this is actually really good, Meg. Yeah. So the personality traits, it actually breaks it down percentage wise as far as like
Yeah.
Yeah.
how much of one or the other you are. So I'm 63% extroverted.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
However, it calculates that. So, like I said, that I would have been a higher extrovert earlier in
Years
life.
ago.
The
Yeah.
older I get, the more I'm like, people aren't as fun as they used to be.
I totally feel like I'm an ambivert. Like there are rooms that I walk in and I can definitely like stand out, be that full extrovert. But there are some rooms I walk in that I feel more comfortable finding a table in the corner and observing other people and having people come up to me and talk to me if they want to talk to me. Not that
To me,
I
it
Oh, they
also
know.
depends on the situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
It,
even
it
it
definitely
depends.
depends on the situation. If I'm in
Yeah.
a very in a room with literally nobody that I know, I'm a little more out of my sorts.
Mhm.
But if I'm in a room with several people that I know, I'm much more open to like roaming and just being around people that I don't know, even that sort of thing. But then the next one, Meg, remember I had said that I used to be an ENTJ, I believe, and now I'm an ESTJ. So N versus S, I'm only 52% sensing
And- Okay.
versus intuition. So that would explain that change. That's a very slight change. So that's not like a strong category for me.
Mm,
Um, I am 77% thinking, so that's hardcore,
yeah.
and 64% judging.
Okay.
So
I'm a little bit more judgy.
yeah, I'm not
Apparently.
surprised at all.
You know, judge on
All
the
right,
inside.
why don't one of you guys go next with your
I think Meg should go.
You want me to? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh crap. Hold on.
I got this
It went
right, by the
away.
way. NFJ, NENFJ. Proud of
ENFJ,
myself for that.
the
Um,
protagonist.
The
all right.
protagonist.
So actually, how do you mine went away. I had it on my phone and now it literally went away. How do you guys pull it back up? I'm sorry. I had it all there. Test. Hold on. Let's see if it Oh, no. How do you find it? I'm sorry. I literally had it up and then I see my percentages, but everything else went away. Did you do it on your phone?
No, I did mine on the interwebs.
Computer? All right. Let me Sarah, you do yours now. I had it up. I have the percentages, but I don't know where the thing went before that. But I was like, "Oh my gosh, it was so spot on. I should have taken a screenshot of it." So let me
You're
look
gonna
and then I will
It's
so
at the top. Do you have your result, like the tab that says your results?
no. I just have my traits, like the percentage of my traits.
Okay.
Um,
So the phone's definitely definitely different than the website. All right, Sarah, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, Sarah. I'm
are you
sorry.
ready? I feel like I'm gonna mic drop
All right.
Yeah, how
because
close was I?
you were close, but here's the mic drop. Are you ready? This is gonna
Yeah.
make it easier.
You're
I am
introverted, aren't
also
you?
an ENFJ. So I am two
Oh,
of
you're
these things.
both.
We are the
Okay.
same, Meg. You and I are the
Yeah.
same.
Oh.
We are the same. And so I was like, I'm gonna just be like, I'll let Meg read it and I'll be like, I'm the same.
Oh, okay. You read it then because it's much easier.
All right.
I
So
can't
you
wait to
ready?
see the percentages though, because
All right.
there's
I have
definitely some that you guys have to have some differences on
That
because
I
you're
agree. I agree. But
yeah.
so the ENFJ, the protagonist, you possess a unique blend of charisma, empathy, and idealism that sets you apart in any crowd. Your natural ability to inspire and lead others is matched only by your deep-seated desire to make a positive impact on the world around you. You have an uncanny knack for understanding people's emotions and motivations, often sensing what others need before they even realize it themselves. Your gift of communication allows you to articulate your visionary ideas with passion and conviction, drawing others into your orbit and motivating them to join your cause. You thrive on meaningful connections and have a remarkable talent for bringing out the best in those around you. However, your idealistic nature can sometimes set you up for disappointment when realities fall short of your lofty expectations. So then whenever you get into percentages, right?
Okay.
So there you go. Since you have them up. So the extroverted was interesting. It's 77% from an extroverted. That was
Wow.
mine. I don't
I'm
know what your percentage was.
61%.
So I'm a little more extroverted.
So this is where when
So
I was doing this test, I think it's like where the shift in my life has started, right? It's like
yeah.
now it's just I just feel different. Everything about how I think, my perspective is based off my past experiences and now I experience now. So I definitely want to retake this in 6 months just to see how much it's changed. So you're 77. That's hardcore, and you
Well, and
are.
it's
You are.
interesting that you and I are the same, even though our percentages aren't aligned. So I'm really curious of how the alignment comes into
Yeah.
play. Okay, so then the next was intuitive. And so mine's 52%.
Me too.
Okay. Feeling was the next one. Mine's also 52%.
Okay, that was me. I was at 62%.
Yeah, Meg's
Okay.
a bleeding heart. I knew for sure
I
she was a
am.
feeler instead of a thinker.
Yeah, I am a feeler.
I'm like 50-50. Just depends on who you are. I just
I watch videos all the time on Instagram, and I'll get stuck in an
oh,
algorithm of like the military members.
so at
We just will
WLC,
walk.
I didn't mention this last week, but I'm the same. Like during conferences, like don't look at me, especially if someone's telling their story and there's like a
Story.
motivational moment that like it has a connection with me. I'm sitting there crying and I'm like,
Yeah,
people are probably looking at me like, what the hell's wrong with Sarah? Like she's literally crying sitting
I
there.
know. That's
I
so. Do
like,
you remember at NALC last year when the blind guy came up and told a story about 9/11?
yes.
I was crying so bad I had to get up and leave to go to the
Oh,
bathroom because I was like, I was like,
yeah, even like the show this year at NALC, this the founder of Shazam, right, was telling a
mhm.
story. Like I even had moments where I teared up, and it was because like he played Yellow by Coldplay, and like that just hit me. And here I am sitting there in tears. I'm like, what the heck?
Oh,
So judging, mine was 63%.
mine was a little bit higher,
Okay.
68%.
Okay, not much, but we both
So what does
judged, I guess.
turbulent mean? Like, I'm surprised
My
it's not a
next
little
one is
higher, but
assertive. My next one is assertive. So it gives
oh,
me an ENJF-A is what
okay.
mine
So I'm ENFJ
I'm sorry,
dash T.
ENFJ-A is what I am.
Okay, and I'm dash T. So that's probably where we're a little different. So I don't know the difference, but
So
go ahead and talk. What are
so then
you?
I
What
have
are you?
assertive. My dash A is assertiveness, and
Okay,
that's 63%.
that's awesome. I'm definitely not assertive. I wish I was more, but I am turbulent at 51%.
I don't
But
know what I don't know what
I
the
don't know what that
turbulent
means in this realm. Chaos? That would be accurate, but maybe a
I
little bit
don't know.
more.
It's interesting because it says like your empathetic nature is both your greatest strength and your potential Achilles
Yep.
heel. While it
Yep.
allows you to form deep, authentic connections with others, it can also leave you vulnerable to emotional exhaustion. You may find
Yep.
yourself taking on others' problems as your own, sometimes at the expense of your own well-being. And then, as a natural born leader, you have an innate ability to rally people around a common goal. Your enthusiasm is infectious. It's infectious, and you excel at creating harmonious, productive environments. However, you may struggle with criticism or conflict as you desire for harmony and can sometimes lead you to avoid necessary confrontations. Learning to
Yep.
balance your idealism with pragmatism or yeah, because you can be
Yeah.
pragmatic,
Mhm.
and your care for others with self-care can be a key to your personal and professional fulfillment.
I thought it was pretty spot on. I just gotta
Jeff,
figure out
do
the
you
turbulent
feel like
aspect of it, but
I don't either, or well, I guess I can be assertive, but it's interesting. Jeff, did you feel like what parts of yours when you look did you go into like your career path and things like that? Did you feel like
mine was not really right, and part of it was, but it also said I would do well in human resources, and I was like, "Oh, no, I would not," because I would be telling everyone to
I know
put their
like
big girl
human
panties on and shut up
resources,
and sit
public
down.
relations, or nonprofit management? And I'm like,
Yeah, that was see, that said for me too, and I was like, "Well, the nonprofit I get, but the human resources aspect I did not." Oh, Jeff's speakers went out. So we'll
I
just
know.
carry the show as per usual.
It's okay. But it's interesting because it does say while you excel in collaborative environments and roles that involve personal interaction, you may find yourself less fulfilled by solitary and highly analytical work. Your challenge lies in balancing your idealistic drive with practical realities and in learning to value the smaller day-to-day contributions as much as the grand world gestures. And so here's the interesting thing is like for Pro Mama's Fit and me doing speaking engagements, like I talk about like the power of celebration, right? And how important it is that
Mhm.
I found to celebrate those small wins along the way in order to keep myself motivated and going, especially as a leader, because you don't always get those
Mm.
accolades, right? And
Mhm.
so it's interesting to hear that, like, be part of like your personality traits of what you've realized of that learning to value the smaller day-to-day contributions is like so interesting that like I would have pulled that out of how important
Yeah.
that is versus just having like these celebrations for your big moments.
Yeah.
So,
No, I agree. I couldn't agree more with you. Um, I did now I found the assertive turbulent. It's on the same range,
okay,
right? So I got so you, it makes more sense actually because it says where I'm 51% turbulent, it says you're likely self-conscious, sensitive to stress, success driven, perfectionist, and eager to improve. So
okay.
that makes a lot of sense. I don't know if how
I was like,
it'll
what's it say for the J? Did you find that for
yeah,
the
the J says you're likely, because 68%, you're likely organized, decisive, and thorough, valuing structure and planning over spontaneity. And then the feeling was you likely value emotional expression and sensitivity, prioritizing empathy, social harmony, and cooperation.
huh. So I do like
Yeah.
organization.
I like organized chaos. Well, that's good. I was good. I think we should retake these in like 6 months because I think or even, our lives are drastically changing right now. All three of us
All 3 of us,
are in
I
these
know.
I don't think 6
middle.
months is gonna do it, though. I don't think your personality's
Really?
changed that quick. I think it's something that happens over time, and those
Well,
little percentage sliders just ever so slightly creep in one
yeah.
direction or the other.
I don't
Well,
know. I
I
thought
mean,
it was
I
interesting.
it is interesting. I
So,
feel like
why
it's just a
I know we wanna wrap up eventually here pretty
mhm,
soon, but u ultimately, like, we're talking about personality profiles and
yeah.
why do you need a personality profile? What good are they? How do we utilize them? Are we utilizing them in our industry? How should we? And what does it mean for you?
You know what's interesting is when I looked at mine, I actually because it gives you strengths and weaknesses. And I actually where the strengths were great, right? But I went to go look at the weaknesses because for me, I really it was like one of mine is harsh inner criticism of that I regularly judge myself too harshly for getting to credit like your considerable progress. And it's funny because like people will I have in times told me of how humble I am. And I think that's part of that like harsh inner criticism of like, and I actually posted a quote about this yesterday, I think on my Instagram of like, s it's amazing if, like, you could feel like you're like, failing on the outside, but then people look at you and they're like, "Holy shit, like, how is she doing everything it is that she's doing?" And so that you often forget, and so that to me, like, I definitely am my worst critic whenever
Mm,
it comes to things that I've done from a success standpoint, so but it's to me a wait, remembers of, like, where I can help improve myself to
yeah.
become, like, a stronger individual. So, I enjoyed looking at my weaknesses. I don't know about you, what you guys
Well,
did.
I'm looking at
Yeah.
them now, and it's like I don't disagree with any of this. Like, I know that my weakness is I'm reluctant to delegate, and I know that, but I also feel like 'cause I don't have enough time to teach somebody what I had to learn on my own, you know? So I
Mm.
am so reluctant to delegate because I'm like, I can't teach you the stuff that I barely know. I knew enough to do it myself. So I know that. But I think this is really good. So if you're in a job, if you're, me, and I'm going to be hiring people and I want to make sure that I fill in the right personality so that we all jive together, work together towards the same goal, right? I want to make sure that I'm hiring the right people. So I think this is super important and like, hey, I it's calling me out on my weaknesses. So it's not just me that knows it. Now AI knows it as well. So it's out there. It's real.
That's actually where I think using it to hire somebody is massive because and
Yeah.
less so about, working together collaboratively, but more so about filling the right kind of role. Because I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you, I am not a processor. I could not sit behind a computer for 8 or 9 hours a day and just
Right.
process orders. That would drive me bananas. That's not the
Same.
personality that I have. But there are personalities out there that have that. And so when you're trying to analyze how you're going to hire somebody to fill a particular role, you might want to know that that person is or isn't necessarily going to fill that role and find fulfillment in that role. And that's one of the reasons why I really like the DISC personality profile because, that kind of breaks it down into just four categories, if you will. And usually you're high on one of the four, and then you can have a secondary or a tertiary um, indicator as well that sort of maps you a little bit differently. So um, obviously, I don't know how much you guys want to go into DISC or not. Sarah, what was your experience with DISC, and do you find them significantly different between DISC and Myers Briggs?
I think it's just a difference of, I feel like this one goes more into like personal, and I feel like DISC goes into more work centric of how you work
Mm.
well with others and connect. So in that sense, that's where I feel like it's different. I don't know if you how you feel.
Yeah, that's fair.
I never took it.
Yeah. I feel like it's more work centric of how you work and then how you work well with others and then the way that then you connect with the different personalities or it's just like learning behaviors is what I feel like of, like Meg, we're both bad at delegating, right? And so to me, it's hard for me to tell somebody and break something down. I need for them to then come side by side with me and mirror me, if you will. And that helps me then be able to see that they understand. And then I
Yeah.
feel confident in the delegation side of things. It's hard for me to tell all of the steps because I'm
Yep.
afraid that I'm going to forget something and then it's going to screw up the process. And so doing it with somebody to me
Because that's
is
how I
also part
learn.
of my learning personality too, and
Yeah.
so
Oh
to
my
me,
God.
then that's how then I need to teach somebody to be able to feel confident from a delegation standpoint. So
This is why we work so well together, I think. I mean, it's like I really do. Like this makes so much sense. Like so much sense. This is crazy. It's so
it is crazy.
crazy. I love it. I love it. Well, this was really good. This was so much
So
fun. I'm
if
so
you're
glad that
if
Pancake
you're
recommended
interested
it.
in taking the Myers Briggs personality profile yourself, you can actually find a free one online. It's 16 personalities, and that's 16personalities.com. They have a free assessment. You can obviously pay to get some additional insights and things like that. But and I know Myers Briggs is probably slightly different, but I've always had success with the 16 personalities free test. I think it breaks it down pretty well. And there's how many questions were there? Like 50 questions? I mean, it's not
It
It
didn't
didn't
take
take
too
that long
long.
though. Yeah, it
Mm-mm.
took
it
like
doesn't
maybe
take
10
too
minutes.
long, but 15-20 minutes of answering questions. I mean, it's not super
No,
quick either.
it's always so hard too when there's a scale that is like, it was strongly agree or strongly disagree, right? And then
Yeah.
there's 3 bubbles and then 1 that's neutral in the middle. And so in some cases,
Yep.
you're like, "Do I really am I strong in that? Like, how strong am I in this or not?" And
Yeah.
so the variance in the bubbles makes a difference, that's for sure. But it is interesting. I mean, I found myself yesterday, like, I rewrote my brother's resume for him that he needs a resume. So being over involved in others' problems.
Yeah,
There
we
you
don't even
go.
wanna get started with me on
Yeah,
that. So,
there you go.
All right.
um
Anything else to add on personality profiles or Myers Briggs before we wrap this
no,
one
I
up?
think this was fun. I would love to do like I said, I would like to do it again in 6 months just because I mean, I know you don't think it'll change as much, but, like, I know when I was
It'd
taking
be
this, I
interesting to
had to
see.
really put
It'd be
my, yeah, present day hat on because there's been so much that has changed in the last 6 months, and it's like but yeah, I mean, it really but yeah, I think the one funny thing, just last thing, I said my weakness was overlooking practical limits, and I couldn't even not agree with this more. It says, "Your noble ambitions occasionally make you underestimate logistical reality." I could that just
Okay, the one
sorry.
thing I'm gonna
Love
add,
it.
I'm sorry that
Yes.
I'm
No, I
super
love it.
curious. You know how it gives you famous people? at the end, it gives you famous people that also have your same personality. Jeff, who was on your list? Give me like 1 or 2 names.
Where's that at?
I don't know.
I
It was at
didn't
the
see
very
that.
bottom, very, very, very bottom. It's because it gives me like protagonists you may know, and there's
Oh,
names.
I don't see it.
okay.
Oh,
I'll give you one because the other ones I want to slap them all. But Frank
okay.
Sinatra,
Oh, okay. There you go.
James
So,
James Monroe was another one.
okay. So Meg for us, Oprah, Ben
Uh,
Affleck, which just FYI, like he's on my list of like
Hall passes?
hall passes. Yeah. Sean Connery, Maya Angelou. So,
I'm in.
No,
I'm
you said that
definitely in on
wrong,
Sean
Sarah.
Connery.
oh,
It's Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Considering I'm very Scottish.
There you
Yeah, I
go.
didn't see
All
it
right.
in there. So,
So very interesting,
well,
but like very influential people
yeah.
from the personality. So
Yeah. That's awesome.
it's
All
meant
right,
to be on
guys.
stage.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this was fun. I appreciate it. Maybe next time we'll do the disc personality profile and
All
we'll come
right.
back and we'll discuss that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair
that
enough.
Um,
sounds good.
yeah. All right. Very good. Well, listen, use the personality profiles. It's massively worth it, especially when hiring or considering your team and the roles that they're going to fill. So I've enjoyed it. Always fun getting together with you guys. Meg, have a good day at the new office, if you
I
will.
Yeah,
know.
right?
The
Yeah.
storefront, have
Yeah.
lots of sales, all that good stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Until
Next
next
week
time,
I'll give you
guys.
guys a tour. See ya.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
good. See ya.